Get your own camp. Somewhere far from here.
I'm only having fun. Didn't think you'd take me being here so serious.
I said go. Go!
I know. Let up.
What's up, everybody? Oh, back where we left off here in Rhodes, and for some reason this video took a long time to edit and make, but I'm getting it out there, so that's great.
Which one was that again? Slinger named Donkey Daniels. I saw him twitch and bam! Before he could blink, there was a hole in his chest you could ride a horse through.
How many does that make it?
Oh, I lost count years ago. Ain't nobody else left out there with a draw like mine. Watch this.
18. What time did you start drinking this morning?
Hey, anybody here reckon they can beat me in a duel?
Jesus, what was that?
Come on!
You know what? I think you're full of shit. So why don't we go outside and see who's fast?
Actually, maybe now isn't the best time. I just ordered another drink.
Ruh-roh.
But you're the fastest draw in the West. Come on. Shut this fella up.
Fine. Well, let's step outside then.
I can't see straight.
You're gonna regret this.
Look out, it's common courtesy.
Forgive me. Oh, this is gonna be one hell of a show.
I should have tried to disarm him, I
Ain't the
think.
best round here no more.
Oh, shit, oh! I'm not shooting, mister! Oh, I'm kidding around!
But, oh well.
I think your friend had that coming.
Christ!
Next chance I get when I play the game, I'll want to see what the alternate version of events here are. If you shoot the gun out of his hand. Wonder how that would change things. Maybe he'd just run away or what.
Hey, why don't you take a load off?
Okay there.
Find a seat here by the fire if you want. Company is always welcome.
So, you new to these parts?
I guess you could say that.
I've been traveling around New Austin for a few years now. Suits me well. Dry, open, a last that's left of the Old West. And I used to be able to pick up regular bits of work here and there in Armadillo or Tumbleweed. Problem now is, Armadillo's in the grip of fever. Time and again, place seems cursed. Only money to be made there is in burning bodies, and I might be a gambling man, but that's not a bet worth taking in my book.
Yep.
I know, it's a terrible business.
I wouldn't either.
And
I wouldn't
gambling's
either.
kind of the other issue, or what led to it. Last time I was in Tumbleweed, I settled into a poker game, and One thing led to another, beverages was consumed, and I find myself in something of an embroilment with a couple of fellers. You know how it is when whiskey and money share a table. Next thing you know, the sheriff bursts in. Big black feller, strong as an ox, mean as a viper, righteous as the angel of the Lord. Slams me into the wall and drags me outside.
Uh-huh.
Sam Freeman, his name is. So I'm on my knees in the middle of town, and she's got a gun to my head, ranting and raving about salvation and justice. And I swear pretty much all I did was call another feller a son of a bitch. For about 10 seconds, I honestly thought he was gonna kill me right there in the street. Crazy bastard. Won't be going back there anytime soon. So with both those towns on my blacklist, I might just have to move on for a while. Maybe try my luck up in Big Valley. Well, anyway, I can't be nattering all day. Things to do.
Then he gets a case of amnesia right after he stands up.
Have we crossed paths before? I feel like I know you.
I think I just have a certain kind of face.
Good God, no!
Unless,
I learned a long time ago to keep out of others' business.
I don't know, maybe that's something that just happens if you've committed crimes before? I don't know. I don't know. Also, like, going to New Austin, I do think it was really cool to see Tumbleweed with people in it.
Fine life, there's finery. Booty to plunder. You want to kill a man for beans? You're in the right place.
I'd kill a man for looking at me funny.
Then kill a man for looking at you funny who's got some cash in his pockets. Here is just chaparral dust.
You want to lead an expedition into West Elizabeth then? Deal with the police force.
I'm a wanderer, but I ain't wandering back to Mexico and El Presidente's death warrant, so that's the way I'm going.
It'd be cool to make some kind of challenge series revolving around New Austin. Or just challenge series revolving around, you know, several different areas of the game. New Austin, the Grizzlies, maybe the Swamp, Roanoke Ridge. Yeah. I went to reload, and then John tackled the guy, so, so this poor man.
Christ, please!
It's crazy out west, ain't it? I wonder what's up with this weird writing that we find here, too. I wonder... Rockstar does stuff like this, though. But I wonder if it means anything. Maybe if it could be a hint of something in the overworld, but I'm not sure. Not entirely sure.
Mister! I'm in a real bind. This fella, he's in a bad way. You gotta help me. I'll pay you.
Okay, okay, calm down. Where is he?
He's inside. Upstairs. Come with me. I'll show you.
Yeah. Randomly, just in Valentine, we come across this prostitute. I'd never seen this before, so that was pretty cool. And I noticed, going over the footage, that you could question her.
It was me or him.
So...
I swear. I gotta clean this room. Can you get rid of him, please? I'll give you all the money I got. bastard started
That's something
feeding
I'd
on
have to
me.
do if I ever run into this
He was
again
a demon in human shape.
on another playthrough. I wonder if there's if this will happen like sometime later, like if I will run into her again.
Help me, please.
And if it does, I'll question her the next
I'm
time.
begging you. I can't do this. I'm shaking like a leaf. Come on. Before someone sees. Come on. We don't have much time.
Well, somebody's gonna hear you anyways with the door wide open.
There's a pig pen not too far. Just dump the body in there
And you
they'll eat 'em up in
screeching
no
like
time.
that. As to the character of this dude, I can't really say. But this is a dishonorable deed here. So, I've been kind of... like, during this point, I was on kind of a bad streak, I guess. And it is cool the way, like, the way the pigs will react to, you know, corpses and such, and they'll eat them because, you know, and that's something that pigs will actually do. That isn't a fantasy. Pigs will eat bodies. Actually, a bit of a history lesson and a bit of a morbid story, but there was I remember, it was during World War II, a Russian family. They would, I think it was a Russian family. I can't remember exactly, but I remember they would kill German soldiers and feed them to their hogs. So yeah, that ain't no joke.
Did you do it?
Give me
Please tell me you did it.
another drink.
I'm back, ain't I?
Thank you. Please, take it. Take all of it.
That's how it was back in the day, you know. Wouldn't merely piss
That would be...
Well, at least that's done with, right?
and everything.
Damn straight. This whole town's better off.
You know
Trust
why?
me.
Because real
That
men
would be
don't care
such a
what
bastard to
men
clean
turn.
out.
The women of Valentine
just
owe
fact.
you, mister. You did a good thing.
The other
Now
side
please
of it
go.
is, if you do care, you ain't no man at all.
Just casually stroll into the bar, covered in blood, too.
think I had
People better be ready to lose. Goddamn annoying ladies, all of you. You ain't men. Oh, I fought 50 Injuns. You lot whine if a bear comes in your yard. If a bear comes in my yard, I eat him.
What do you
I
have?
ate an Injun once. Once ate a priest as well. Said I was a heathen, so I showed
Come
him
on.
how much heathen
I'll
I was.
race
Yeah, come across this scene here. Where these two guys murdered each other over gold, it looks like. As it does, as it does. Large amounts of money cause people to do crazy things. So yeah, interesting little thing here, and what's also cool is if you come back, the bodies will be gone, implying that the authorities came here and saw the scene.
Here we go, boy.
Or somebody saw the scene and contacted the authorities, and then they came out here and got the bodies cleared off. Maybe. At least that's the most likely explanation. That tent always looks like it would be super uncomfortable to stay in if it was raining.
Not the time, my boy. Easy.
My mortal enemy. Yeah, I've probably, if I were to say I've been killed, like which animal I've been killed the most by, it's probably a cougar. And for some reason, a shot, well, I guess it wasn't in the head, maybe the chest or the shoulders somewhere. Either way, it was an express round too, though. Maybe it was the distance, I don't know, but it didn't take him out. But I decided nonetheless that I would find him again anyways, so I ended up trying to look for him,
mister.
and I did find him, surprisingly. Well, maybe it was him, or it just could have been another cougar that spawned. And just happened to be a 1-star cougar, but, you know. Because he would be 1-star after that first shot. The poor pelt, so at this point, it's not about the pelt, it's just like, hey, something to do. I like giving myself little personal missions to do while I'm out and about. I'm just kind of making my own little stories
Easy now.
within this world. And I always like finding caves and going in caves. There's not... I wonder how many there are in the game, because as far as I can think of like 3 or 4 off the top of my head. But they're always fun to explore, especially like the bigger ones. And I thought this was... And just the way you get inside this cave is really cool, too. You have a plunger, and you see that it's hooked up to dynamite near the rocks over there, and you instantly know what you need to do. So that was really cool. And there are some interesting things in this. Now, not really, you know, you can call it a cave too, I guess, but it's a mine, a collapsed mine. Let me get out my lantern. And I like to have moments of silence sometimes too, just so, you know, just to appreciate the game itself, because, you know, I'm not so worried about, like, the commentary or, you know, presenting myself. That's why I don't have a face cam, because, yeah, I want it to be more about the game. So, that, at least that's how I like to approach it. We end up finding a cool new weapon. Which apparently is a murder weapon. Could this possibly... And there's gold here too, and not far from this place is that area where I found those two guys dead, and they had a gold nugget of their own. Was there originally 3 miners, maybe? 3 people that had found some gold, and then 2 of them conspired against the one and killed him, and then later, when back in their little shack, the final 2 killed each other. But it's more recent than this, so this was seems quite a while ago, but I don't know. That's the wonder of, like, just the little stories that Rockstar creates in the open world, or the way, you know, just all these little mysteries and things you can put together. I love that so much. But unfortunately, that appears that is all to this mine. I could come back here and check too, see if there's anything else I might have missed. I do like to go over old areas again. As I've stated previously. But yeah, and we also got this miner's hat too, which is really cool. So I can actually, like, I don't have to have a lantern with the miner's hat, and I can have a two-handed weapon. I really like that. So there is actually, you know, somewhat of a purpose for it. And we get attacked by a pretty decent-sized pack of wolves, too. Not the biggest I've seen, but pretty big. I wonder what the big, like, if there is, like, a... Like, I wonder how they determine the numbers of, like, wolf packs in the game. If that's random, or what. And if it isn't random, I wonder what the biggest wolf pack in the game is. Oh God, and I'm just missing my shots. I thought maybe that shot would be enough, but nope. He didn't fall over. He just kind of walked off. Oh yeah, and then I continued my search for the Cougar. don't know what the hell that was. But then followed by these freaky noises. There he is. I was lucky to break out of that. I didn't want to use Deadeye here, but I didn't want to fucking die either. So don't judge me. But for the most part, I try not to use Deadeye. In a lot of things I do. Just an arbitrary handicap that I force upon myself.
Keep it together, boy.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if that cougar pelt's poor. I'll sell it. I'm not above it. Not gonna take the corpse, though. I wish, you know, and that makes me think, like, I wish, maybe they have it in Red Dead Online, which maybe I'll try, I don't know. I'm still considering it, still not sure, it just, multiplayer has never quite been my thing, but, like, I wish there was a system in the game where you could, like, you know, stuff animals and stuff like that. Maybe there is, and I just haven't found it yet, but... You know, there is a taxidermist that exists in the game, but... It'd be cool if you had one, like, on demand that could stuff your animals that you could, you know, decorate your house with, you know? Maybe, you know, so John's house could have a little bit more to it.
Wanna take the weight off? Fire's good and hot.
Okay there.
Mi casa, su casa, friend.
And I don't remember if I ever brought this up, but...
So, you got a girl, mister?
Well, I'll let y'all know after this.
I wouldn't call her a girl.
This weird sequence.
Me neither. Got my eye on one, though. I was hunting north of Annesburg when I came across this cabin. And there's no one there but this woman. Bit bony, but beautiful as the day is long. Real elegant, fancy type, too. I see how you like 'em, too, friend. Don't know what she's doing out there in the middle of nowhere, but turns out she's a widow. She asked me to leave, but in a real nice way. Made me feel good. I watched her from the bushes for a while, saw her cry.
Ugh, you fucking creeper.
I think this is a place I could really hang my saddle. A hot dinner and warm bed every night. Don't sound bad to me at all.
Yeah, at that point, I kind of got worried for,
all right,
for the character, so I killed this guy. What was her name again? Shit, I forgot her name. But yeah, I was kind of concerned about this dude, so I dispatched him. But what I was saying earlier, I wish with Beecher's Hope that the elements that they had with the camp, you know, providing, you know, funds and money and, you know, buying things for the camp, getting a boat, all that stuff, I wish all of that had carried over to Beecher's Hope in some way. In some changed form. I don't know why they didn't do that, and like the whole thing with the boat too that we ended up buying, like why isn't that there just like a boat like at that river that's close to Beecher's Hope all the time, you know? And that's how, you know, that could have played itself out, because I spent literally $1,000 on that damn boat. And by the way, yeah, also why this guy was sus, all these pictures and the shackles, like maybe the shackles, or not, or maybe the pictures, whatever, you could just say he's a pervert, but the shackles on top of it is like sus. very sus, and the way he talks about like watching that woman from the bushes, I was like, nah, time for you to get quick drawed. And then I missed my fucking shot. But then I shot him in the top of his bald head. The sun will never shine on that chrome dome again. I love the music. This music right there. Yeah, another weird thing we come across. Madame Mozelle's house. And I wonder, we find a male fertility statue in a house somewhere, so I wonder if she gave that statue to the man. And, yeah, she's dead. So the question is, did somebody kill her, or did she just die in her chair? I mean, because it looks like maybe she was just sitting out on her chair, on her porch, and then, you know, who knows, stroke, heart attack, whatever, and then just passed away. Because the hair's, well, I don't know, the hair's gray, but I don't know. Yeah, the hair's gray, so I imagine she was an old woman. But yeah, we get that female fertility statue. And like I said, you find a male fertility statue in a random shack somewhere. Weird. I wish we could have actually gone inside the house too. Like shit. Creepy woods witch lady. I mean, come on. But yeah, I couldn't enter from the front or the back. So not much to be done for it. Wonder what happened to her. Looks like like I said though, looks like natural causes. Since she's kind of slumped in her chair.
None of you seem to be listening.
But she could have been shot in her chair too, though. But I didn't see any indication of blood.
Listen to me. This is not a joke. Read this book.
This poor crazy man.
Howdy.
Did you read the book?
Well, I opened it, but I didn't understand much.
That's more than most. Much more than most.
It's kind of interesting.
Did you like the bit about the baboons causing the downfall of ancient Rome?
This dude would definitely
yeah,
be into ancient aliens.
I think.
Yes, it's one of my more outlandish theories, but it's quite true. I'm thinking of another volume.
Another volume of unifying theories of scientific knowledge.
Yes, I know it needs a new title, but I've got a great bit about how this new craze for dental hygiene will make our pets homosexual.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
To go and check out the book again. Hopes for the Future, I believe it is.
Not all science is perfect. This sick air will not just make us sick. It will make the whole world sick. It may take 10
So
or
yeah,
50
if you
or
read
100
through this,
years
you
or
can
more,
tell he's got
but
some problems
this
upstairs,
filth will kill us
but
all.
he's a
And
little
why?
bit on the right track.
Because we are stupid.
Just a little bit, and some things
There's
he's
another
saying are
way.
kind of right, but then he's way off the mark in other ways, kind of like how crazy people just are sometimes.
Is that all?
Yeah, and then random hanging man out in the middle of the woods, which I believe is probably more than likely some kind of ambush. So I avoid it like the plague, because I don't want to deal with that shit right now. And I thought I killed this guy with Arthur, but apparently not. So I go and do that later.
Easy now.
And yeah, but yeah, after I killed the stalker dude, I was like, I need to check on this poor woman, and she wasn't there, so don't know. You can't go in again. Or she could just be out hunting or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if you can find her around her property again. I wonder where he was watching from. There's bushes there. And a few other places. I don't even know how I tried that. Like, of course that's not gonna work. Don't even know why I bothered. But, again, we find another little mine that we can explore.
Easy now.
Which I was totally cool with. And that's a room full of dynamite. So fuck that. There's like a weird invisible wall right there or something, I don't know. But it hindered me. And I was confused. The one time I don't have my miner's hat. I should have just put that baby on. Since I'm going into a mine and all. But I'm so used to using my lantern. Find Agnes Guyon. I don't know how to say that. Guyon. Gun. Don't know. Looks like this was an unsuccessful mining venture, though. We don't see outright death, but we see an indication of death. One that we've seen before. But I don't know if, I don't know if it's related. But you'll see what I'm talking about when we get deeper into the mine. So yeah, this mine is a bit bigger. To my delight. But also, there wasn't as much in it. I mean, maybe there was some things here that I didn't find, though. Or I had already been here and didn't realize it. And found what there was to find in here. Don't know for sure. Either way, definitely got to come back at some point and search more thoroughly. And this is what I mean about there being evidence of death. It says full-on command here, and it's one of those messages, you know, you find those messages in places where people have more than likely died. So, there's the indication. Like I said, I don't know if these words, you know, these weird random sentences found in these areas are, like, if there's a correlation, if it was the same person that did it or what. No way to know, I suppose. Yeah, I liked this little area. Thought it was pretty cool. Seems like the perfect little spot to see something spooky from, if this were a horror game. And there's no telling. There, for all I know, Rockstar has buried some spoops somewhere in the game. Some real spoops. Yeah, we didn't find very much in the actual mines themselves, though. Unfortunately. But like I said, it's possible I missed something. And fucky sounds down here too that I do not like. But nothing to find really, so I make my way on out of there. We're moving on to the next point of interest. So yeah, gonna go back to New Austin for a while. Do some target practice. Or, well, not really target practice, quick draw practice. Which is another form of target practice. Wish the shooting range at McFarland's Ranch was still there, though. Like it is in RDR1.
Hey, hey, easy.
Get away from me! Go away!
I wonder if you like... If you stay at a distance and kind of watch if this dude will come down from his treehouse.
Get out of here! Guys, leave me be!
Yeah, there's actually someone up there. It's not just a voice coming from the ether, so I wonder if he ever comes down. And good lord, that was a nice shot.
Whoa now.
New Austin is very quiet compared to the rest of the map. Compared to all the other states, New Austin feels very different.
Come on, boy. You're tough. That'll fill a hole.
Hi.
Boy, he sure whipped
Mister?
around.
Join me, or the predators will think I'm on my lonesome. You a bounty hunter, mister?
These people are wary and suspicious
I am,
out
babe.
here.
Why?
No offense, I just know the type.
Even out
I done
east
some
they are.
myself a couple years back. Like most things in life, it don't live up to the billing. And my brother, he's dead now, but he used to tell me stories about Red Harlow. Yep, you probably heard of him. Legendary bounty hunter bringing the savage outlaws of the frontier to justice. A man who watched his parents get murdered in front of him as a boy, but who uses that pain to become a better man and ultimately to wreak his vengeance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bounty hunting never felt like that to me. Nothing heroic about riding for 3 days to turn in some low-down chicken thief. Nothing easy in this life. So I can't sit around all day.
Suppose it depends on the outlaw, though. The guy you're chasing. And there's a structure I find on top of this mountain here, but I've seen it elsewhere too. And I wonder what these things are. These little stone structures.
Let up.
Cold as shit up here. And there was someone up here too. Yeah, here's the thing up close. I mean, it seems to be kind of a compass, like pointing at the cardinal directions, but I don't know. Maybe it does other things. I don't know. I feel like there's a bit more to this thing that, like, I haven't found out yet. Or I wonder if maybe these arrows point to, if they're not cardinal directions, do they point to specific things? Wait a minute, is this that? Oh, I think I know what this is. I think I just found out what this is. There's a map that you get, and it shows a, yeah, and I have that map too. I should come back here sometime. Those different arrows may point to, like, different treasures or different, I don't know what. But that map was showing the location of some things from the top of some high spot, and I think this is that high spot. So I just kind of figured out what this is, I think. But what do the stones point to? So that's the next thing we need to figure out. It'll be a while before we get to that, because, you know, this footage was recorded a good while ago, so... And I've just found that out while doing, you know, while commentating over this recording. So now that I know, I'll need to check things out. But where, Lord? Man, what a beautiful vista. Just a gorgeous game all around. I mean, even on PS4, like, shit. They pushed it. Yeah, and then we find this giant skeleton here. Is this a Yeti? Doobie is Sasquatch. Don't know, but either way, it's a cool find. Looks like somebody bashed his poor head in. And it doesn't look fossilized either. Those bones look a little fresher, which is kind of unsettling. Those bones don't look old. At least super old. Look a lot younger than they should. Yeah, and what else is interesting? Right next to this giant, we find a rock carving of a double helix, and what appears to maybe be some kind of, like a rocket, or a craft? I don't know. I don't know for sure what that's supposed to be, what it's supposed to be a representation of, but it's mighty interesting how close proximity these things are. I kind of wish we copied those rock carvings down in our journal. Now, what is that? I know the double helix, but... And also, the double helix, that's... I mean, at this point in time, they hadn't discovered DNA, so that's really weird. Oh yeah, and I fell off and died because my horse tripped. But it's not my horse. I don't completely blame my horse, though. My dumbass shouldn't have been riding that close to the edge.
Now.
All sorts of things to find here, though. Jeez. Dinosaur bone, rock carving, giant skeleton, the other little thingy, the stone thingy pointing to all those different directions. I kind of wonder, though, if I've already found some of the things that stone's pointing at. And I don't remember where I found that map, either. If I found it as Arthur, or if I found it as John. Oh, and I thought this was really neat. This moose stuck on the ice. And yeah, a 3-star bull moose, cool, but I decided I didn't want to shoot it because he struggled enough. Very cool little details Rockstar puts in there. Just these random little moments. And then he finally finds his footing and gets the hell off of there. Damn cool. And like, you don't see bull moose very often even in the game, so... Then a ram tries to hit my ass, but I perform a sick dodge maneuver. But yeah. And now over here, all in tall trees apparently. About to sell a bear pelt, and then I come across this well. And it has a ladder, and I'm like, intrigued. So I'll take a little look-see. Yeah, the bottom of this well, turns out there's $90, so that's really cool. Nice little stash. I wish there'd been something maybe a little cooler than money in there. Because, you know, money's not so special as John. But I will. And I am convinced, I bet you $1,000,000 there's, because I know there's a poncho in the game. I bet you $1,000,000 the poncho is somewhere in Boulder Glade. Maybe. That's what I'm guessing. Because if it's a reference to the Dollars trilogy that Clint Eastwood was in, you know, Fistful of Dollars, Few Dollars More, and Good, Bad, and Ugly. In Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, there's a, you know, kind of a it's in the aftermath of a Civil War battle. He finds this kid, you know, kind of sitting by a cannon, and he has a poncho near him. And he, after the kid dies, he takes the poncho. And speaking of Civil War deaths, there was a guy literally pinned to the tree there by a bayonet. So that was, oof, bad way to go. Don't question what I'm doing with that Lemoyne Raider. Letter to Garfield from Martha. October 8th, 1864. Darling Garfield, I hope this letter reaches you before the battle of which you spoke. How dare you talk of getting yourself killed, you silly, proud, wonderful man. There is nothing finer than someone who can grow and develop and let go of old prejudices and lies, and that is the man you are, and that is why I love you so, but at the same time you are a pig-headed, stubborn barbarian. Run away from the battle. Stop fighting and come to me. The war is over. Do not get yourself killed for a silly general's desire to prove he is not a coward. Be a coward for all I care and run away. Come to me here. I am waiting for you. All my love, Martha. Unfortunately, he died. But another cool little story. Oh yeah, and it's a cactus and a rock.
Slow it.
But wandering around New Austin some more, I decided to visit that little cabin near Lake Don Julio that we actually get the double barrel shotgun from in Red Dead Redemption 1. In that one mission we do for Irish. God, I love Red Dead Redemption 1. What a great game. What a great game this is, too, though. It's so great to have good things. But yeah, another empty cabin. Cabin. Then we get in True Tales of Frank Hick, number 102. Have to read that later. And then I decide to vandalize the entire house via quick draw. It's okay, your decorations will respawn. Also, take notes. Cyberpunk 2077. This is how fire spreads. I almost thought this whole damn place was gonna just go up, just whoosh. I almost thought. And I mean, this is an intense fire. So intense it actually... Come on. If I'll look. Damn. Now that is cool. And oddly enough, I still hear fire. I'm like, where fire be? And yeah, the fire was so intense, it got outside. So that was really damn cool.
Whoa now.
Also, another cool little thing. Just randomly find this treasure. I wasn't looking for it at all, but I found it. Not really treasure, but a treasure mat. And some horse meal. So we got that taken care of. Without even it being a goal on our minds.
Let up.
What an exciting day. Or, well, you know, not day, but just an exciting episode in general. I feel like running over a raccoon is the perfect way to end this episode. So, yep, and cooking his meat and consuming it to gain his strength. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. See you later.